Let's talk about the sexiest of topics, shall we? Inflation is back in the spotlight and it's hitting harder than expected. With the Consumer Price Index, the CPI, jumping to 3% in January, it's unfortunate, but it appears prices aren't going to be cooling down anytime soon. Former Secretary Larry Summers called this the riskiest inflation period since the early days of the last administration, warning that tariffs, immigration restrictions, and rising deficits could make things even worse. And if you're wondering how all of this translates to real life, let's talk eggs. Because nothing sums up inflation better than watching your grocery bill triple for the same carton of basics. Last month, the average price of a dozen eggs hit a record-breaking $4.95, a painful jump from the $4.15 in December. In some places like California, prices have soared past $9 a effing carton. Guess where I live? Yay! Anyways, what's driving this? A perfect storm of inflationary pressures, of course. A devastating bird flu outbreak that wiped out over 100 million egg-laying hens. Poor chickens. Higher production costs and regulations requiring cage-free eggs, which further drive up prices. But here's the bigger picture. It's not just about eggs. The cost of meat, poultry, and fish jumped 1.9% in January, while overall food prices rose 0.4%. Now, inflation isn't just an economic term. It's that sinking feeling you get every time you check out at the grocery store and wonder how a few essentials cost more than a restaurant meal. Why were my eggs $9? My dog no longer can have eggs, or he gets half of my eggs, so I guess I get less eggs. As for the warnings, well, they're all about what comes next. If we end up seeing steeper tariffs, aggressive immigration policies, and a ballooning deficit, inflation could climb higher than ever, making everyday goods less affordable for millions. Is there an endgame here? Will inflation keep squeezing household budgets? Will wages keep up? And most importantly, how long before we start treating eggs like they're a luxury item? It's okay, we can all just go back on the top ramen diet. College days all over again, woo!